Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our third season in career mode, we are going to be completing race 17 of 36, the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. In the last episode, just yesterday, we went to Infineon again, where we easily won after starting on the pole because our car is just that good now. And the AI, they're not that strong on road courses. That was our third win of the season and our seventh win of our career. And maybe we could win at Daytona. I'm not using pit strategy anymore because I don't want to, be using it all the time. Our car should be fast enough for us to do it, just, making our way through the field if we have to. I don't know how we're going to start or anything. We have Chicagoland tomorrow, and that's always been one of my strong tracks, so don't know what to expect. And we got loud trucks outside the house. Fuck. We now have the points lead, 6 points over Tony Stewart. I think he had it by 4 points over us in the last race, so I must have gained 10 points on him right there. Something like that. And then you've got the driver respect levels. Matt Kenseth is still negative 40 on me, but that's bound to go away in this race as long as I don't go bumping into him and stuff. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still likes me. Kind of had Jerry Nadeau up my butt at the start of the Infineon race, and then that was about it. Maybe Earl Hall will return to Daytona, just an anniversary, or a half anniversary for his stupid crap to start the Daytona 500. So, maybe I can win this Daytona race as long as no fancy drivers are cutting me off at the start, because that just ruined everything for me as soon as that race started. We're using MDK's paint scheme because his home tracks are Daytona and Homestead, so gotta just bring this paint scheme back and maybe we can win it this time. Race weekend, going to quick select the chassis, engine, and body. Body was used from the last race, but we have a fresh engine and a fresh chassis ready to go. Car rating of 77, once again the highest that it's ever been. We never had 76, so yeah, I should be very capable of winning this race. So I don't know if that's going to happen. We're just going to have to give it all we got. And off of turn 4 of our second qualifying lap. First one was 49.75. This one's going to be a lot better because we were up to speed coming to the start line. So it's about over a second improvement. And 21st, so we're on the inside, middle of the field. So we've got quite a few cars to pass, but throughout the length of the race, I should be capable of doing this. We've got so many freaking fancy drivers starting in front of us still. Tony Stewart starting on the pole next to Sterling Marlin. One of those drivers that could have won a Daytona 500, but threw it all away because he had to go check his fender or some shit under a red flag. And then Ward Burton, who's starting right here next to me, won that race. So maybe he can win this one if I don't. I don't know. And of course, this outside lane takes off, and we're going to turn 1. Now we're getting a really good run. Rusty Wallace is checking up for some reason, and now he's kind of going to the outside lane, letting me by. I need to find someone I can share a draft with. And I'm clear of Ward Burton, so we're going to get Rusty Wallace. Hey, look, he said his name right. Rusty Wallets. Rusty Waffles. Rusty Wombats. I don't know. Getting a really big run. If he goes to the bottom, I can follow him there. Apparently, Matt Kenseth is not exactly protecting that bottom lane to keep me from getting there right now. So I would like to get Rusty Wallace underneath him just so I can go ahead and pass him at the same time. 16 laps in this race. It's always like 4 laps shorter than the Daytona 500 under 10% race length. See how much of an ally I can make Rusty Wallace before we give up on him and go to a different driver. Okay, it took us a lap to actually start making up positions. We're getting some runs right now. It's just whenever I pull up to the back bumper of somebody's car, they slow down, and then that loses me my momentum. So it's like it's practically pointless. I don't know how to actually pass a car here without getting slowed down. Like you pull up behind somebody and your car slows down. It's ridiculous. Got to run on Matt Kenseth right here. He's crowding me to the bottom. A little contact, but I don't think that really upset him anymore. Just being a problem. Can we actually have a run that doesn't end? That would be great. Jamie Murray right here. Everybody's slowing down. Stop slowing down. We got a race to go right here, man. Oh my gosh. It's a struggle just to make up one fucking spot right now. Irritating. Oh, got a good bit of time to get up front. Okay, trying to drive it underneath Jamie Murray right here, but I don't have anyone pulling me at the bottom. He's kind of trying to drop in behind Dale Jarrett, and he does. Alright, pull me, pull me. I'm trying to keep Rusty Wallace from clearing me on the outside. Yeah, taking passes over here is going to take forever. Well, making passes is going to take forever. I'm trying to speak the English language, and I'm trying to come up with commentary, but I just freaking woke up like 10 minutes ago. I don't even know if you can tell it in my voice, but yeah. One of those fancy drivers that started up front, like in the top 10, is right here in front of us. The McCoy guy in the 105 car. Okay, we got a group of cars pulling away from us right here. I still have the draft Bobby Labonte, but that is not a good sign. I can't see turn 1. I don't know where turn 1 is. The sun needs to go down. When the sun goes down. I don't know how the rest of the song goes. Uncle Cracker with... Who else made that song? Kid Rock? I don't know. Weird tropical vacation song. Stupid fantasy drivers. They don't know a damn thing about just simply racing. I don't know. I'm trying to work with them, pushing past Robbie Gordon, but then Robbie Gordon's blocking, so his first instinct is to hit the brakes and brake check me in a freaking super speedway race. And people are starting to pit on lap 4. Stuck working with the fancy driver. Yeah, making progress in this race is very difficult. So I'm going to have to hope that my picker is actually really fast. I was hoping that I would get some decent runs with this car, but it seems like every time I get a chance at it, there's no one to pull me past another car, so I'm just kind of stuck going side by side with them and not even completing the pass. And all these guys are pretty gapped from this 199 car, so I guess I should have stayed behind him longer. Might as well just skip whenever I take my pit stop in. I would like to go down pit road right now, but Terry Labonte won't get out from underneath me. There we go. Now I can go down pit road. That was a clusterfuck. Okay, don't speed in. That was a great pit road entry. We don't have any damage repair, but we get our tires and our fuel. So really high tire pressures didn't make it feel like my car was carrying momentum that well. I guess we still got a lot of work to do on these super speedway cars if we want them to actually be able to get through draft and just have their own horsepower, because I mean, it's not that it feels dependent on other cars, but it's so easy to lose my momentum with this car. But we get back out on the track, decent pit stop, and now some of these leaders are going to be coming up behind us, and I think we might be cycling out like 3rd or 4th, because they're just over there. I don't want to merge and pull up in front of them, so we'll find out how we cycle out once we come off pit road. Yeah, I think it's just these 3 cars that we're going to pull out from behind of. And I think we're free to merge now, because next car is a couple seconds away. That's Jeff Gordon. Okay, well, I plan to work with Jeff Gordon then. He's not too fast after, you know, flying past me. Be able to hang on to his draft and pull myself towards the rest of the top 5. Come on. Come on. Still got another pit stop after this, but okay, we'll use the rest of the cars behind me. How come anytime I choose a driver to work with, it's always fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr.? I mean, it could have been Jeff Gordon, but no, he just freaking drove away. He has no plans of actually finishing beyond 4th place in this race. Well, it's time to finish in 5th place, because me and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are going off on another adventure. Dale Earnhardt Jr. doesn't pull away from me too much to the point where we don't actually accomplish anything. Now, for all we know, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is faster than Jeff Gordon on his own power, which wouldn't make that much sense, because Hendrick Motorsports and DEI, they were both pretty neck and neck on speed, whether it be at super speedways. DEI always sucked at road courses, except for whenever Steve Park came along. Okay, wow, this thing's gonna be up to 100% whenever this race is over, isn't it? Just keep on sharing his draft. And we've caught up with Jeff Gordon. Okay, now I'm going to slingshot past Dale Earnhardt Jr. because I'd rather work with Jeff Gordon. Dale Earnhardt Jr. stopped blocking me. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we got Jeff Gordon. I'm going to hang on to his draft. Let's see if we can catch the top 3 and win this thing. Jeff Gordon, why are you being dumb? You can't just drive on the outside. Okay then. Well, those 3 leaders are going down pit road, so I guess Jeff Gordon's going to lead this lap, and there's no way for me to lead the most laps, so as long as I've led at least 1 lap in the race, and we're good. We're in 3rd right now, so somebody else stayed out in front of us out of all those cars. I can't see turn 1, neither can Jeff Gordon, but that is no excuse for you taking this middle lane through the corner. That just makes it difficult for us to even get up front. Now, we do have fast pit stops, so I could come out ahead of Jeff Gordon, and I also could come out ahead of those 3 cars. I don't know if I accomplished that much, but you know, Jeff Gordon's pulling down to the bottom of the signal. He's going to take his pit stop, and I'm going with him just to keep sharing draft and maintain this really high speed. And we can make it to the end on fuel because we got that fuel efficiency now. Have to pull out from behind them right here. And then we'll start bashing the brakes right around this area. Don't speed in. Okay, another good pit road entry. Not as good as the first one because I was down to like 65 miles an hour a whole second and a half before it actually began. Okay, I actually just led that lap, I think, because I saw it switch to first place. And like maybe just before we got to the start-finish line, I'm not sure. But all I know is I saw it switch to first place while I was on the pit road menu. I don't know like what our actual pit time last time we took our pit stop was, but as long as this one's like, not too much over, it's actually 15 seconds. I was hoping not too much over 15 seconds will be good. So we come off pit road, in the lead, and then there was those couple of cars that pitted, like a lap before us. Don't know exactly where they are, but I could pull out in front of them and just hold them up. We're going to play it fair. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart to work with us if we're not fast enough off pit road. I don't know if looks like they're, about the same distance away that Jeff Gordon was, if not closer than last time. Sterling Marlin's on a freaking journey to win this race. We're about to have 4 laps to go. We're up to speed now. Kevin Harvick is trying to catch up to us because we're running same speeds after I pull onto the track. Kevin Harvick, will you please stop being a damn imbecile and pass me already? Golly, these guys, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do half the freaking time. Okay, pull behind him. Oh yeah, he's a little bit of a rival, but that's okay. So now, Sterling Marlin is probably like 2 seconds up the road. That's not 2 seconds I should be able to gain. I don't know who this is that just pulled off pit road, but like a Johnny Benson or... Yeah, I think that's Johnny Benson. I don't know why he's coming off pit road on lap 13. It'd be great if Kevin Harvick was not, deciding to just let Johnny Benson block him. But Johnny Benson is slow, and I'm trying to save time, so we'll kind of let Kevin Harvick slingshot his way around him. Kevin Harvick passed Johnny Benson. Stupid. Oh my God. This is so fucking stupid, man. Come on. Kevin Harvick passed Johnny Benson. Kevin... Oh! We're going to lose this race because these freaking AI are not programmed to just simply pass somebody. Fine, I'll work with a lapped car to see if I can win this race, because apparently he doesn't seem that slow. I thought he was really slow because he just stopped Kevin Harvick completely, but there's no way that our car is not fast enough to keep up with his, so we're just hang on to this draft. We've got 2 laps to go now. It's looking kind of iffy. Kevin Harvick, dumbass. Now he's got Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart pulling up behind him too, so we've got that battle to worry about. I would now you're staying out of my way. I don't want you to stay out of my way. Get in my way. Get in my way. You fucking jackass. I can't follow you up there. This game is impossible for stupid reasons. Freaking lap cars slowing down the people I'm trying to work with, and then whenever I try to work with them because it's just not seeming logical whatsoever, then they start getting in my way and going a horrible line, so I have no one to work with. Well, just keep on sharing draft with Johnny Benson. A new friend is a new friend, even though in my mentality he's not a friend at all. He's just an idiot. So is Kevin Harvick. Y'all both idiots. I'm the only smart person, but I can't make anything of stupid people. 1.6 seconds. We still got people pulling out pit road. Ashley Lewis right there. Why? Only making 3 pit stops because he still got that horrible gas mileage like I used to have. I was able to just run out of gas just like that, and then have to run out of gas, make it to the end of the race, and not take a 3rd pit stop. It's just the fastest way to go about things. But them, they're still on that bad fuel efficiency. Now Johnny Benson's running the bottom line. Well, if he did it a couple laps earlier, then we wouldn't be so far away from Sterling Marlin. We might be a little bit closer. I don't know if I would have been able to win this race. You can see what the closing rate is whenever I have someone to work with, but whenever someone is slowing them down, you can't do anything. Well, 2nd place, really good run, and maybe we'll win at Chicagoland tomorrow. Johnny Benson, Kevin Harvick, you fucking idiots. Oh my God. We were really close to that one. I didn't think it was going to be that possible because how bad we started. We were having it that easy passing cars. That was Sterling Marlin's 2nd win of the season. He got his 1st one at Dover just 4 races ago. Then you've got the standings right here. We are now 11 points in front of Tony Stewart, so we gained 5 points on him in this race, meaning he finished behind us, but he did indeed lead a lap at some point in there, which is why it's not more than just 5 points. Matt Kenseth, this rating goes down to like -20, so like 1 or 2 more races and it should be completely gone. Earl Hall wasn't in that race. We got Gene McMurray, Mike Murphy, all these allies from all these people I shared draft with. Stupid Johnny Pinson, working fancy driver because he just slowed me down. We're going to be using Race Day 2016's paint scheme at Chicagoland tomorrow because I haven't used this paint scheme in a really long time. And Race Day 2016, every time I try to go racing online in NASCAR Heat 3, he wrecks me and kills me, and it's like, why do I let this guy have a paint scheme in my Let's Play if he races me like this one? I'm just kidding. Whatever, man. You do your thing. So our shop edition for the simulation software with the body drafting, that just got finished, so we can go in here, and I'd like to get another engine upgrade, get the engines off suspension because it gives us more power. Requires wheel balancer. That's a chassis thing. I have to have more tire grip, and if I want to have more power, it's like this game is telling me that it's very dangerous to have that much power but not very much grip. That's smart. That's awesome. What a game. I'm gonna get this as early as possible. 9 races, $3 million. That is like 33% of my bank account right now in this game, but it's fine. We're making more money than we're ever spending. So that'll be around in 9 races like we just said. And chassis, I've got to go ahead and overhaul this, which will bring the tire grip to 78% and increase the durability, so I guess that's pretty good. Don't wear down my chassis equipment that badly. And we'll get this 2 races, of course, $677,000. I also want to start building a new chassis because we just finished building this one right here. So how good of one can we build? We have 9 races for 82 grip and 80 wear, 90 durability. Wow, this is some fantastic equipment to be starting off our 4th season with. I don't know if this is going to be here. Yeah, it's going to be here by the time we start our 4th season, but like this is the kind of stuff we're having, if not a little bit better than that whenever we start our 4th season. So we'll get that. And then we've got something to do in the engines. No, we don't. We've got this being built in 3 races. 1 race left until this is done being overhauled. We only brought that down to 99 condition. So I really kept that car, in perfect condition all race long. That is fantastic. And yeah, we had 2 options to choose from. I wanted to use the lower rating one and save the better one for Chicagoland, and that's exactly what we're going to do. This one reverts back to 74 and 69 on the ratings right here. So yeah, we got to go in here. And I'm going to start building a new one because, yeah, our body shop edition just came in. 9 races, 82 downforce, 80 drafting. I'm stuttering these freaking equipment stuff because there's so much freaking shit to talk about, and it's hard for my brain to comprehend because I'm only human. Oh, this nonsense. So that's being built, and we're going to overhaul this. It's going to increase the downforce by 2 and the drafting by 4. Holy crud. That's a lot of drafting added. I could have used that at Daytona. 558,000. And that is good. All these ratings are increasing more than usual just because that edition came in, the shop edition. And this is what we're going to be using at Chicagoland right here. Yeah, so we should have another 77 or maybe a 78 car rating whenever we go to Chicagoland tomorrow. And then you've got the sponsorship happiness stuff. Coca-Cola goes up because we finished in 2nd place, but it kind of stabilizes with Outback. It didn't really go up or down just because we didn't qualify in the top 10, but of course we're that points leader right now. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow at Chicagoland. That's that, and episode over.